Good evening, everyone. You are watching the Just Keep Up podcast, where we're one step ahead. I'm Kurt Johnson. This is Pete Zindros. We're excited to be back to you guys here on Friday. It's going to be a big stream, bro. We have a lot to talk about, lots to get into. It's going to be a great show. No feature story tonight, guys. As you guys know, it's Debate Friday. So we're going to be talking all about Kevin Durant, guys. We're going to be going over, is Kevin Durant the weakest superstar of all time? So you guys are going to absolutely love and enjoy the show. It's going to be a banger, guys. So we're going to get right into it, guys. Before we do that, though, I'm going to remind you, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Help us to impact and to reach as many people as possible. With that being said, bro, do you have anything before we start the show?
No.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, guys, so we're going to go right into it. We're going to be talking about Kevin Durant and is he the weakest superstar of all time? Okay, so just to read you guys an article here. For those of you that don't know, Kevin Wayne Durant was born September 29th, 1988, known by his initials KD, is an American professional basketball player for the Phoenix Suns of the National Basketball Association, widely regarded as one of the greatest players in NBA history. Durant has won 2 NBA championships, 1 NBA Most Valuable Player, and 2 Finals MVPs. He also has 2 NBA All-Star Game MVP awards and 4 NBA scoring titles. Guys, so he's one of the most decorated basketball players to ever walk the face of Earth. As you guys know, Kevin Durant played on a multitude of teams. He was on OKC, then he was on Golden State, then he was on Brooklyn, and now he's with Phoenix. Did I miss a team? So,
No.
Because he bounced around so
at
much.
least I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah.
So, guys, he's been everywhere, but, there's no doubt about it. He's one of the greatest scorers of all time, and he's going to go to the Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famer. So the topic for today is Kevin Durant the weakest superstar of all time, in your opinion?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
While you were reading his career and accolades just now, I basically heard you reading off Joel Embiid's career if he softened out and took the easy route. So let me just get into it, guys. Kevin Durant is one of the softest, not just athletes, humans in the history of life, okay? He is extremely freaking soft. This guy blew a 3-1 lead to a 73-win team and joined them after winning absolutely nothing for 8 years in Oklahoma City. And then to top it off, what did he do after he left? Well, they won again without him. And he's done nothing but choke. Like, he got swept by Boston. He was down like 50 points against the Dallas Mavericks. Who did they lose to last year? I'm trying to remember. I know they lost to the Timberwolves. Like, they got swept by them, and they were the favorites to win. Like, bro, this guy's a joke. Like, he's a talented player and all. Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying that. But he is very, very soft, and I hate this guy so much. He destroyed my teen years of watching basketball because I had to watch the greatest team of all time get one of the greatest scorers ever and just make it a no comp because this guy is just soft, bro. Like, I would have had no issues if this guy just left to go and try win somewhere else, but not the greatest team ever that you couldn't defeat. Like, that's just taking the easy way out. Think about how many other guys could have had a better legacy than this guy if they joined the teams that they lost to. Like, imagine if Magic Johnson joined the Boston Celtics after he lost, or Larry Bird joined the Lakers after he lost to them. Imagine that, bro. Like, imagine what these guys would have done with their careers. So, yes, Kevin Durant is soft. He destroyed the game of basketball mid-2010s. F you.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to ask you one question before I give my overall take. Does he get any credit for his teammate being Russell Westbrook?
If he gets credit for it?
Yeah, like is the move slightly less
No.
weaker because his teammate was Russell Westbrook?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't. I mean, even though I don't like Westbrook and stuff, I mean, the guy is an all-star. He's also won an MVP before, and he had good teams in Oklahoma City. Like, I mean, they made an NBA Finals, 4 Western Conference Finals. I mean, they just couldn't get the job done. And, you know, the guy took the easy way out by joining the greatest team ever that he couldn't defeat. And mind you, it was his fault for blowing that lead to begin with. Like, I mean, it was Westbrook's as well, don't get me wrong, but, you know,
Yeah, he didn't show up in a lot of those games.
Watching that series, it kind of felt like him and Russ were just taking turns shit in the bed, if I'm being honest. Like, that's what that series really felt like. And then, you know, Clay had that 41-point game, and he single-handedly dropped them off.
Yeah,
like it was bad.
Okay. All right, guys. So before I give my opinion on is Kevin Durant the weakest superstar of all time, I'm just going to give 3 to 4 key things that Kevin Durant has done to prove that he is weak. And then I'm going to give my overall take on it. So obviously, guys, the first move is moving to the Golden State Warriors. That was the first move that kind of made him look weak, right? So, you know, obviously he's widely regarded as one of the best players in the game, probably second to LeBron James for between like 2012 to 2015 before Steph kind of reached that mark. But yeah, there was no doubt about it. And the one knock on Kevin Durant was he needed to beat LeBron James. To be better than LeBron, you need to go beat LeBron. So I think this is what was on Kevin Durant's mind. But to go to a team that literally you blew a 3-1 lead to, and that team was also 73-9. That team is also the greatest regular season team of all time. That was very weak. With an addition to that, he forced one of the Oklahoma City writers to I guess they wrote a story saying how, you know, Kevin Durant didn't like, you know, Russell Westbrook and all this other stuff. And I guess Durant and his agent forced the writer to take that down. So along with the Golden State move, that's pretty weak. Another thing that Kevin Durant did after he got to Golden State, he was caught with Twitter burner accounts. Okay. And he was caught saying, how can Kevin Durant win with those cats? Mind you, he's Kevin Durant. He's saying, like, how could Kevin Durant could have never won with those cats?
Hey, I'm gonna pause you there for 1 second. That's another thing I want to address. That just proves how soft this guy literally is, because it's like, if you're a real man, why don't you write that on your account? But nah, he wanted to go behind their backs and say this stuff. Like, you see how soft this guy is? Like, I already hated him enough. This made me hate him even more.
Yeah, so that was my second point is, you know, after he got to Golden State, he was caught with Twitter burner accounts saying, I couldn't win with those cats. What is Kevin Durant supposed to do? Kevin Durant's really talented. Mind you, he's Kevin Durant. So it's just funny. And then another thing that makes Kevin Durant soft is he's gotten into altercations with guys in the media, sports show hosts, people in the media, etc., reporters, not one, not two, not three. There's been dozens of them. He's gone back and forth with names such as Stephen A. Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, Nick Wright, and others, where, you know, it seems as if no one can criticize Kevin Durant's game, or he'll clap back and say, oh yeah, he's not qualified to speak on it, or, you know, you've never played in the NBA, so your opinion is irrelevant. Or it's like, okay, so who can criticize your game? Because Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal were former players, so they know how to play the game. Now they're idiots. Okay, what about Stephen A? He's not an idiot, but he didn't play the game, so he doesn't know anything. Or, you know, okay, what about, you know, Nick Wright? He's smart. He went to college and all these things. Nope, he's not qualified to talk about it. He's an idiot. So it's like, okay, then who's really qualified to critique your game? Who's really qualified to say anything without you having backlash? So those are the 3 main reasons I think Kevin Durant is soft. But to give my answer, he is not the softest player in history.
Okay.
The softest player in history is, get ready, guys, get ready for it.
Okay.
Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
Okay, guys, I'm going to break down why Joel Embiid is even softer than everything I just mentioned, okay? The first thing, Joel Embiid is always hurt. Okay, that's number one. He is always hurt. I've never in my life seen a player more unavailable for his team than Joel Embiid. He is just always not available. He's just always not there. It's like, bro, where are you? Like, even to start the year, why is he not playing? He's just not available. Like, to start Team USA, he's just not there. He was supposed to be in France. He was supposed to play on Team France. Oh, no, I'm not available. I'm going to play for another team. It's like, bro, this guy's just never available. So, like, that's the first thing. He's always hurt or he's just unavailable, which is, it's like, bro, that's very weak, okay? The second thing, he's something he said recently, but he never wants to play in back-to-back games ever again. Ever again. He just doesn't want to play back-to-back. It's like, bro, this guy's walking around. He's a literal meme. He's a walking meme. He's walking around dictating his own rules as he goes along. He's just making up this shit. So, like, this is very weak. Like, you don't want to play in back-to-backs. You're always hurt. Okay, guys, along to that, now, I guess a reporter hit a touchy subject with him or whatever, and he punches the reporter? Like, now you're assaulting guys because they have an opinion. This guy's literally assaulting guys. Like one guy made a burner account and is like shitting on people, pretending like he's not Kevin Durant, and the other guy's physically bombing, like physically strangling people, right? So it's like, bro, like which one is more softer, bro? They're both very, very soft. Like, he's punching reporters in the face. Like, this is crazy. And then the last thing is, he is the only superstar that I'm not saying ever, but he's the only superstar that I've seen with my two eyes to cry on a basketball court because he lost a series. He was crying. He was literally crying. Like, tears was going down his face. So if that doesn't implement how weak-minded and weak, figure this star is, he's always hurt. He's never available. He doesn't want to play back-to-backs. He cried because he lost to the buzzer beater, and he's punching reporters in the face. So, guys, with all that being said, I listed Kevin Durant's things. That's bad. But to me, Joel Embiid is clearly the one that's the weakest superstar of all time, in my opinion.
Okay, I think Joel Embiid is the second weakest overall. But Kevin Durant still gets the edge because he went behind people's backs, flaming them on burner accounts. He made the weakest move in NBA history. I mean, at least Embiid has been loyal to Philadelphia, at least, like he's not team hopping or, changing up the bandwagon or any of that stuff. Like, at least he's not doing that stuff. Like, this guy, Kevin Durant, he joined the greatest team ever after he lost to them. Then he followed it up by talking junk behind people's backs. And then since then, after he left Golden State, he gives it like 2 years. He'll choke 2 years. And then guess what? He'll be like, oh, I don't want to be here no more. Let me get a trade out of here. Like, yeah, I know I just signed a 4-year deal, but nah, fuck it. I don't want to be here. Like, I'm not winning shit here. Dude, this is not what someone who is not soft is supposed to be doing. Like, bro, back in the day in the NBA, bro, guys used to play for one team their entire careers, okay? And I'm not saying that you have to play for one team to not be soft, but that just comes to show you how some of these guys were actually built. Like, through thick and thin, they would stick by their teammates through the franchise that drafted them. And nowadays, it's like, not even for just Kevin Durant, but players in general, they'll sign a contract for like 4 or 5 years, and after 1-2 years, if the team fails, they're requesting trades, and then they're threatening to sit out games if they don't get what they want. Like, these guys are just so freaking soft, bro. And Kevin Durant is the ambassador of this stuff.
Yeah. So I want to give one thing that you said I want to respond to. You said that Kevin Durant was also a weak superstar because he would, go to other teams and then he would call out his teammates. Joel Embiid single-handedly called out teammates while they were still his teammate, and he was just calling them out. He probably ruined Ben Simmons' career, right? So bro, all because this guy is soft and not happy, or because he's seeking criticism. This guy literally said, I've done too much for the city of Philadelphia to be treated this way. What?
Like, bro, you've done nothing.
What? He's done absolutely nothing.
Literally.
So, bro, this is the definition of soft, bro. So maybe he never requested a trade, but if you're throwing teammates under the bus to get them fired, to get them traded, etc., bro, that is very weak, bro. You never want to seek criticism. You're always hurt. You're never available. And again, there's nothing weaker than crying on national television. And that's what this guy did. So they're both weak in my opinion, but I would give the edge to Joel Embiid. He's definitely I mean, you have to give it to him just for simply, like, he's punching reporters in the face. He's crying on national television. He said he never wants to play in back-to-backs ever again. Like, at least Kevin Durant is available and he's playing, and he'll take the criticism, but he's just going to snap back. Whereas Joel Embiid's like, I shouldn't be criticized. Like, bro, what? Ridiculous, man. So, but yeah, bro. So yeah, guys, that was the show, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. We went over. It was all about Kevin Durant and a little bit about Joel Embiid too. Who would have known?
Yeah.
But it was Kevin Durant. Is Kevin Durant the weakest superstar of all time? Pete says yes, and I say no. I think it's Joel Embiid. So guys, just leave a comment underneath. Let us know what you think of the show. Let us know who do you think is the weaker superstar, who made more arguments. But that was a great discussion. But I want to move on, guys. I want to get to the end of the show. I want to do a little bit of promo, guys. I want to do a little bit of promo. Rumble.com, Just Keep Up podcast, guys. We are going on fire up there. We've been on an absolute tear on Rumble, man. We've been on an absolute tear, guys. So go check us out, guys. Rumble.com, Just Keep Up podcast. We went over some things that we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube on Wednesday. As you guys know, the big event that happened on Tuesday going into Wednesday. And now today we're going to talk about Elon Musk. I can talk about that on YouTube, thankfully. But yeah, we're going to talk all about Elon Musk and the guy who almost got shot and their connection and everything like that, guys. So definitely go check us out. Rumble.com, Just Keep Up podcast. But other than that, guys, I want to end the show there. We'll be back to you guys again on Monday with a big show going over everything in sports that happened between this week and, everything that's going to happen over the weekend. So definitely, guys, check us out on Monday, but also like and subscribe. Help us to impact and to reach as many people as possible. Bro, do you have anything before we end the show?
Yeah, just one thing. Our Rumble, we've been on a hunt bigger than Kevin Durant is for teams.
Yeah, there you go, guys. There you go, man.
We've been on a bigger hunt than Kevin Durant fraud.
So go check us out there, guys, and then we'll be back to you guys on Monday. Yep. All right, guys. Peace.